up, everybody? Welcome back to the replay. We're trying out something totally new today. I'm really excited to see how it goes, actually. Hopefully everybody can hear me, and we'll just give it a little bit to get everybody in, and we'll get going from there. I don't even know how this is going to totally work out, because I've never done this before, but I'm excited to try, because I was going to try as we wait for people to get here, so I'm actually doing this straight up off of a cell phone. I've never done it off a cell phone before. What's up, Andrew? It's kind of crazy. I was kind of hoping to have my like a safety net of my laptop working. It's not working right now. What's up, Zoshua2121, the Dad Life? Jose, welcome everybody, welcome. We'll give it a couple minutes and we'll get started. I'm on vacation right now, so I'm doing all of this from the basement of my father-in-law's house. Thanks to the Everyday father-in-law for letting me use his house for that. Can you guys actually, is the audio okay right now? One of the reasons I haven't been using my iPhone to ever do this is the audio does not work. So let me know if the audio is working, because that's kind of like a big part of live streams. What's up, John, Zoshua, Jose? Excellent, thanks guys. Really appreciate it. So it's kind of, what's up, Jonathan? So one of the problems we're gonna have is solo show, no everyday wife. She's hanging out with her family right now. So we're just going to do this for 30 microphones. Or 30 I saw 212 talking about microphones. We're going to do this for 30 minutes. And then I'm going to call it. Because I don't have a microphone today. I'm in a basement. I've got a cell phone in front of me. I did bring my... Fun fact, if you're traveling, ring lights travel really well. I could not believe how easily the ring lights were to travel. So, all right, we'll go ahead. We'll get started. We have some things to talk about, and then we'll towards the end we'll open it up to some Q&As. If you guys have any Q's, try to do some A's. Okay, so up first, like I was saying, I'm currently on vacation. I'm not in my normal location. I am in Ohio right now. So shout out to Ohio. You know, go Bucks. So I'm currently in Ohio on vacation. We'll be here for about a week. Should not affect the videos. I'm still planning on releasing all my normal videos. Speaking of which, I've got the Reviewing the Cheapest here in front of me. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But so I'm on vacation. I'm excited. It is a lot. I was gonna say I had a big bit about how cold it was set up and all ready to go, and then it was snowing in Atlanta this morning. So the joke kind of didn't make any sense because it was snowing. You know, ugh. I was not ready for it to be so freezing cold everywhere. It's cold everywhere. I guess that's just the winter that we all have to get used to. So I'm actually doing this on a Reviewing the Cheapest. This setup that we got going, if you saw my tweet today for a 60-second unboxing, this is actually on a, this is on an Essential. Hey, the Army won! Go Army! I've been traveling all day, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. So go Army, congratulations. That'll make some of my friends happy. But, so I'm actually doing this live stream right now on a cell phone, the Essential phone. So we'll be doing a Reviewing the Cheapest on this phone because I got a great deal on it for Cyber Monday. So I'm kind of cheating, but still kind of cheapest. I don't know how I'm going to justify that yet, but what's up, Sluggos, Jonathan, everybody that I haven't had a chance to catch up with. If I miss your comment, I apologize. The way that it works on a cell phone is... well, you can't see it, but it does not stay. I only see the comments for like a couple seconds and they vanish. So we'll go from there. But I really like, so whenever I use the iPhone to do live streams, like my first, if whoever was here, I think Bill Ricks was here for the first one. I can't remember who else was here, but if you were here for the first one, I tried doing it in that hotel room. You'll remember, for some reason, the microphone on my iPhone doesn't work, so we're doing it on the Essential phone. I think I'm actually going to keep this as my mobile live streaming platform. And it works great with the DJI Mobile because its camera is actually not stabilized, which works out for that. So we talked about the vacation. So, traveling with drones. If you've ever tried to travel with the drone, I actually have good old boy Blue. I brought good old Sparky with me for this trip because I was nervous about flying with drones because I had seen some problems with it. But if you have something like the Spark, I had no issues. Like I had something big that I really wanted to talk about. I was gonna be like, okay, here's gonna be the tips for flying with drones. Nobody gave a crap that I had this because, you know, besides the people at the, what's up, Mike? Besides the people at the TSA, everybody saw this one was like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, flying with drones is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It was way, way, way easy, and it was great. And so another reason to get the Spark is nobody cares if you're traveling with it, because, I don't know, it was very unassuming, and kind of takes out what I was planning on talking about today. Thanks Spark, for being so easy to travel with. That's a negative. I'm counting that as a negative against the Spark. It's too easy to travel with. It makes it hard to live stream about. It makes it hard to talk about stuff when there's no conflict. It's hard to have a story with no conflict. I've got no conflict. It's great. Andrew, I hope you enjoy your Spark. I'm really excited. Which brings me, hold on. So, like I mentioned, I want to do a meetup here in the Cleveland region. One thing that I noticed while checking out all of the airspace is there's not a lot of, cleared airspace here. So if you're planning on going to that, just shoot me a note where, if you're from Cleveland, like where the best places to fly are around here, because it's probably going to have to be pretty far away from the map I saw. But I'm sure somebody that is actually from around here knows best. I asked the Everyday Wife's family, but they don't fly drones, so they don't really know. Yamando, I just carried it on. Put it in my carry-on bag, carried it on, nobody cared. Bobby, comment on flying in cold weather. I got a low temp warning on one of my batteries. I'll have to try, because that's one of the benefits I have personally about running a YouTube channel about drones in the South is it never really gets that cold, except for weird days like today where it was freezing. But it normally doesn't get that cold. But here, it's currently snowing outside. It's literally freezing. You see, I've got a jacket on because I'm in a basement right now, because that's where you'll probably hear, like, people having fun. Not that I'm not having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. But you'll probably hear the people upstairs. And it's cold, so I'm wearing a jacket. So we'll have to, if you guys have cold weather flying tips, let me know. Because I guess I haven't thought, there's a lot of stuff that I haven't thought through about this trip. Because it was like a vacation, and it happened, and it just so happened the 5,000 subscriber thing, so it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. How long does it take to calibrate the Spark? It doesn't take very long at all. Once you've done it a few times and you figure it out, it's really easy to do. You just got to do the compass, and then the IMU whenever you do it is just it's really easy. Really, really easy to do. But yeah, okay, next up. I talked about the live stream. Okay, so it's that time again, and we're getting ready to talk about the giveaway for the Unreal 4K. So, I will post the picture to my Instagram at oh, did you guys see this? I see that there's a reflection now. I wanted to make sure it was as normal as possible, because I normally have the Everyday Dad stuff set up in the background, so there's the Everyday Dad set up in the background. What's up, Dawson? Hopefully someday I'll come fly in London. I want everybody, I've gotten a lot of comments of, hey, come fly out in the West, come fly wherever. If I can make it out there, believe me, I'll let everybody know so we can do a meetup, because I think drone flying is just a good communal activity, as long as we're, within the rules. And so I will post the picture on Instagram at, normally I can type it. Can I type anything in on this? Can I type? No, I can't type. Okay, so follow the links, watch a video of mine after this, and in the links you'll see a link to my Instagram, the_every_day_dad, and I'll post the picture tomorrow for the giveaway for the Unreal 4K. Something I want to mention, this is a little bit of conflict. I forget who, normally I have I have access to everything. I don't have it right now because I'm on a cell phone. Somebody mentioned the difficulty in getting batteries for the 4K. So I'm not changing my recommendation about the Unreal 4K. I think it's a great camera, but it has some serious issues when it comes to getting batteries, because I guess the only way to get batteries for it is through the company itself, and that's pretty rough. So if you need a camera with lots of batteries, I probably would lower my recommendation of the Unreal. For some reason I didn't think about that while doing the review. Normally it's just, even when you buy even my Yi cameras that I have, or Yi camera that I have, I just go on Amazon, I buy batteries for it. So I didn't really think about the difficulty you might have in getting spare batteries for the Unreal. So I still think it's a great camera, but for the ranking, if I was to make like a list of my recommendations, it does drop a few spots because having interchangeable batteries is pretty important, and it's kind of hard to get them. So, but we'll start the giveaway for that tomorrow, and then we will do the actual giveaway will not be next week. It'll be the week following that. Is that Christmas? Hold on, let me check the calendar to see when that is. So it'll start. Oh, it'll finish up the 23rd. So right before the day before the eve of Christmas Eve is when we will figure out. So that'll be a Merry Christmas for somebody winning the Unreal 4K. So good luck to everybody that enters it. I'm excited. You should be excited. I'm definitely excited. I'm cold though. Okay, I got 2 more things to talk about, and then we'll just do a the Q&A for the next like 10 minutes or so, because I got to get back to the vacation, like get back to the everyday family, the everyday extended family upstairs. Okay, so next, so if you didn't see it, or if you have seen it, if you watched the show Drones and Electric Unicycles, which is a YouTube channel that I would highly recommend. It's run by a guy named Henrik. He has fantastic stuff on there. You may notice somebody that's on there today with a drone tip, so I would suggest swinging by, check out his channel. He's doing a drone tip of the day every single day in December leading up to Christmas, and he's got Ken Heron gave him a tip. Somebody gave him a tip, and his channel overall is great, but I would recommend you go check it out. Maybe you'd see a familiar face and a familiar drone that I don't have here. I have the Spark here, I don't have the Mavic here. But yeah, and then last, but certainly not least of the things I wanted to talk about, I am talking fast today because I'm trying to get through it all, is reviewing the cheapest for Monday. You guys I've had multiple requests to check out this kind of action camera, so I said, you know what? Let's check it out. We're gonna do the eyes of March. We're gonna do the I don't know what this one is. The i60. The i60. We're doing an action camera. That is reviewing the cheapest because I got this on a great deal. I like deal hunting. That's my favorite part about reviewing the cheapest now is not necessarily. Yeah, you know, sometimes there's a bit of cheating. Like the Essential phone is not necessarily cheap, but it is the cheapest of its variety. So I'm going to call that the cheapest, but I like bargain hunting and finding like actually good stuff. And Bill, I did bring the ring light. And it's not that I necessarily always need perfect light, but since I'm going to continue making videos while everybody's working during the week, the only light source that I had that actually would pack up is the ring light. And here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about is, so like it's a hard, like it's got a hard case to it, whereas my other lights, they have like light bulbs in them that would shatter and have shattered when I've tried to move them or travel with them before. So I brought the ring light to do like, there we go. I brought the ring light to be the backup, to be the main source of light. Excuse me, to be the main source of the light for my vacation. Bill, that was for you, Bill. Just for Bill Utah is why I brought the ring light. But I wanted some kind of light because it you know, regular light just does not work. And you don't realize how terrible house lights are for video until you make like your first YouTube video and you look yellow and it's terrible and you look like you're sick. And so you're like, okay, I guess I actually need to get some kind of a fancy light. And then this ring light, you know, it traveled well. Thumbs up to, who did I buy this from? Newer. I think this is a newer ring light, and it travels. That's its tagline. The newer 18-inch ring light. It travels. Well, hey, Will, I'm glad to see that that the videos help. One of the greatest things about running a YouTube channel, one of the great things about running a YouTube channel is when people see your stuff and they're like, wow, that helped me out, or that, you know, that helped me make a decision or something like that. And I'm a huge fan of the Spark. I haven't been flying as much as oh, this chair is uncomfortable. I haven't been flying it as much as I normally do, just because it's been cold and I've been flying the Mavic a lot, and I need to get back out with the Spark. That's one of the reasons I brought the Spark, was to reconnect with Blue before he sabotages me in my sleep, because I'm pretty sure he'd do that. But yeah, no, the Spark's great. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's a great thing. I just saw a whole bunch of comments scroll by, and okay, here we go. All right, packed it. Jose, why do you need an OTG cable for the DJI Spark controller? I don't know. I do not use one. I know a lot of people like using the OTG cable, and I thought I had read somewhere or watched a video saying that there was a firmware update saying that it no longer worked. If it does anybody know? Does it still work or not? I used an OTG cable once, and that was for the controller review I made. Like, oh, has that been like 6 months now? I think it's been like 6 months now. So I don't use it. I never fly the drone out of my line of sight, so it's never far enough away to cause a problem. So, well, nope, I don't want to block anybody. I don't want to put a user in timeout. I can put a user in timeout? Stuff's clicking. Okay, there we go. All right, yes, so it does all those things. It's awesome that it extends its range, but like I said, it's always, my Spark, or anytime I'm flying a drone, it's always like right next to me, so I never found the use for it. But that's good if it's still working, because like I said, I thought that they'd made that not work. I saw somebody say, what's up? Aizen Studios, hello, what's up? Fluffy Dog. The Everyday Dog is with his buddy dog, her buddy dog, not at somebody's house. And yeah, Bill, I'm pretty, for everything I heard about the Essential phone was how terrible the cameras were, I'm pretty impressed by this. I hope it's looking good for you guys, because the screen that I'm looking at, like I'm looking at myself now. Now I'm back at you guys. Screen, you guys. The screen looks pretty good. And one of the reasons, like I said, one of the reasons I bought this was to go with the DJI Osmo Mobile, because the iPhone just does all that weird wobbling stuff. And the camera actually looks pretty darn good to me. Looks pretty darn good to me. Okay, what else? I talked about reviewing the cheapest. We talked the giveaway. Bill, how did the Everyday Kid like the plane ride? That kid, so we've lived all over the country. That kid's been on so the first time I ever went on a plane in my life was when I was 19 years old. This kid has been on planes. He's a champ. He knows what to do. He's got his little Kindle Fire that he plays, like, I don't know, some memory game on. He's ready to go. He knows the snacks. He knows the routine. The one thing that did stink was, well, the two things that stunk about this trip this morning. Thomas, I will do, before I close out, I'll talk about the giveaway one more time. It's the standard giveaway, though. It'll be on Instagram tomorrow. But the two things that stunk about traveling today was, so Atlanta Airport canceled a whole bunch of flights yesterday. So all of those people were trying to fly today, and they shut down half of the check-in gates. So we spent 2 hours in security, and the Everyday Kid took it like a champ, because he is a champ. He's a champ. And then, so when you're in the Midwest, when you're in Ohio, people have like things about they're prepared for snow. They're not prepared for snow in the South at all. So we had to wait. An hour in line to get. We had to wait an hour in line to get our wings de-iced today, and it was a pain. What's up, Nathan? Thomas, what's up? Dawson. This was not a new firmware. This was a firmware months ago. So if yours is still working, it's probably going to continue to work. What's up? What's up, Dylan's? So if you're coming in now, so if it looks a little different, I'm currently live streaming singly on a phone, the Essential phone. So things are going to look a little different, sound a little different. What's up, Stan? Don't rub it in, Stan. Everything is better in the Pacific Northwest. I'm hoping. We still don't know when we're gonna move or where we're gonna move to, but I'm hoping it's the Pacific Northwest. Here's what we're hoping. Yeah, nobody in the South knows what snow is, but it's pretty good. Show us the Spark. I never have a problem. It's never outside of arm's reach. It's never outside of arm's reach. Right there, boom. I will say, I don't know if the Spark's angry with me or just something weird's going on, but if you watched, I was planning on selling the Spark and just keeping the Mavic Platinum. So I took up, what's up, other Jonathan? Jonathan K, you're Jonathan K because we've already got a Jonathan M in the live chat. But if you notice, I took all the stickers off before, and the stickers before were good. These ones are already falling off, and it's only flown like 3 or 4 times since then. So I don't know if like Blue's rejecting me back. Maybe Blue's like, yeah, whatever, man. I don't need your charity, your stickers back. So it yeah, they don't want to stay. They don't want to stay. They're coming off already. Will, I'm not selling it. I'm not selling it. I was going to, but then we did a Twitter poll where everybody said keep the Spark, get rid of the Mavic, and then I wussed out and decided to keep both. I wussed out. I just straight up wussed out. Couldn't sell. I love them both. And if I get a Phantom sometime in the future, maybe I'll wait for the Phantom 5. If that happens, I probably will keep all of them because now I'm like attached. Now I'm emotionally attached, and I'm stuck. Okay, we've got. I'll do 9 more minutes. We'll round it out to 30. So if you got some questions, you got some comments, just leave them. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but like I said, I'm on a phone, and it's really hard to keep up with the comments. So if you see me like almost touching the camera, that's me scrolling through the chat, because this is way different than how I normally do it. Thomas, I would love to rent an Inspire. I'm seriously considering renting one. I see your video, I see your pictures, I see other people's, and I may have to rent one but see, here's the problem. If I rent one, then I'm going to want to buy one, and if the Everyday Wife caught me with an Inspire, it would not be good. It would not, that would turn bad real quick. Cause, I should definitely rent one though. You're right. I'm writing it in my journal right now. The live stream told me to rent one. It's out of my control at that point, right? That's out of my control. The live stream told me to do it. I have to rent one. So when I get back, I might look into it. I might look into it. Oh, she's gonna be mad, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Dawson, my green Spark was nicknamed Puppy by my friend's 3-year-old daughter. The name kind of stuck. Yeah, sometimes you just name your gear, the names stick. There's just not too much you can do about it once it's going. Christina, I don't know how it's gonna go. I can absolutely use the excuse that Thomas told me to do it. That's how I got that hat. The last video was Thomas told me to wear it, so I had to wear it. I did not bring the hat to Ohio. The hat is not here. The hat's not here. It's somewhere else. It's somewhere else. Rent her a Tesla? No, because then she's gonna. We can't rent stuff because then we're gonna want to buy it. Like, 5,000 subscribers is not Tesla money. 5,000 subscribers is the i60 action camera money. Oh, that's good. You guys almost got me crying on that one. You guys almost got me crying on that one. Yeah, rent a Tesla. The live stream says buy one. Nathan, what's the SJ8? What's that? Is that I don't know what that is. Tell me what the SJ8 is, and I'll probably be excited about it. Yeah, Thomas, I made the whole reason I put that hat in the video was so I could hit it. So I could just say, this is what I think about that hat, and I hit it in the 5,000 subscriber video. I wanted something. I was walking into my office, which is a mess. That's just how it looks. You guys only ever see like this and up, but that's how it really looks. I'm in a cable nightmare in that studio. A cable nightmare in that studio. Terrible. It's terrible, just a nightmare. But and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna pan up from the computer, but I need something. And I was like, there's that hat. There's the hat. And so I hit the hat away, and it felt so good making that video, hitting the hat. There's a new SJ cam? I didn't know about that. I'll definitely have to check that one out, because I'm a huge, I don't know, action cameras are kind of taking over my life. I think I brought 4 or 5 of them. Hold on, one here. You guys can, it's a phone. You're not hardwired in on this one. You can come with me. I think I have 4 action cameras here. I got the GoPro, I got the Unreal, I got the Thi, I think I have the Yi somewhere, and the Yi. So, so this is definitely an action camera trip, and if I've never used an SJ cam, maybe that's the next round. Yeah, I got the GoPro, I got the Yi. I just dropped something. Everyday Dad video. Something got dropped. So I've got all of this stuff. This is actually the video for Wednesday is actually going to be a comparison video between the most expensive action camera and all the good budget ones. And no, I don't think the Unreal does real 4K either. I think it does 1080p that they expand into 4K. But I rarely use 4K. I know they call it 4K, but I think so. And I got a lot of angry comments from some people saying, "Hey, it's not real 4K. It's not real 4K." And yeah, that is kind of misleading to label it 4K when it doesn't do real 4K. But if you're gonna buy a cheap Chinese action camera, I think I think that's part of the mental arithmetic is they're probably playing some kind of trick with something in the specs. And that's one of the reasons I check them out, is I'm trying to like let you guys know what the mental gymnastics are. But I'm definitely 1080p 60 frames per second is what I strive to do. That is what I look for in video now. And that's one of the problems with trying to keep up with new tech is 4K is just too much of a pain. I've done what, 3 4K videos, and I'm considering doing when it comes down to the wire and I need to compare the 4K of the GoPro versus the 4K of like the next action camera. That'll probably be a 4K video, but I just don't like using 4K. I don't like it. I like 1080p, and so something I'm realizing is YouTube quality, video quality doesn't really matter for YouTube. Like, people still watch YouTube at like 480. They don't care that you're doing 4K or 1080p or whatever. And maybe for like, if I was trying to sell footage somewhere, I'd really get into the 4K space, but I'm currently live streaming to you on the front-facing camera on a budget cell phone, and it looks pretty good. And that's why I think, like, I personally, the Everyday Dad personally, has kind of had to take a step back and been like, what do I really need? And what is just cool to say I have? The whole reason I have this GoPro right now is just so when I make a video, I can say it's being compared against the latest and greatest from GoPro, because people know the word GoPro. They don't really know the Yi Light. They don't really know the Thi. And that's what, yeah, Nathan, that's what I'm talking about, the Novatech. That sensor, that processor is the one that is in the majority of the cheap action cameras. But I guess Unreal's making a legitimate 4K camera they're going to send me when they're good from it. Yeah, Unreal's making a legitimate 4K camera they're going to send me when they figure it out. I'm actually kind of excited about it. Okay, where do we got? Christina. They're playing a game right now. It's way past everybody's bedtime, and they'll talk all night. Normally when we come here, I go to bed like, what time is it? I go to bed like right about now, and they stay up till like midnight talking. They're the talkers, like the everyday wife is the talker. I'm the introvert, and they actually have I kind of am like, I haven't really told anybody I have a YouTube channel up until like this vacation. This vacation's kind of like me telling my family, hey, I've got a YouTube channel. So they were actually kind of curious about it. I'm going to talk about some YouTube stuff with them over the next week. And okay, so we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up here real quick. Oh, John, you don't. That's what happens. That's why it's fun to get stuff in these giveaways, so you can break it. If you have to lose it, lose it. Don't lose your own hard-earned stuff. Have fun with some of this stuff, and then if it happens, it happens. You know, sometimes it just happens. But it's better to lose the drone that way than like the Spark or like not a good one, but like one that you didn't win. So I'm totally okay with people abuse it, because if you abuse it and you find out that it's even better or like it's even more durable, I think that is way better to know, like, hey, we're at the live stream. Hey, I totally crashed that drone into a wall and it kept going, or like I crashed into a wall and it like totally shattered into a million pieces. So It didn't work out, and that's a good. I think that's another good thing about doing it. Infinite. Hey, so if you missed it earlier, I was talking about the meetup. I was checking the live. I was checking my maps today. And where do you guys fly here? So after the live stream, because I'm getting ready to end it, just shoot me a note like, where do you guys fly in the Cleveland area? Because everything seems restricted. So shoot me a note, and the meetup, if you're coming to the Ohio meetup, will be either, I said Wednesday or Thursday. It'll be either Wednesday or Thursday when I figure out where we can do it. And then I've had a chance to like fly and just kind of feel the place out. But yeah, if you have any ideas about where to fly, Lorraine. Okay, I'm going to remind the Everyday Wife we need to check out Lorraine tomorrow, and it'll be awesome. But hey, everybody, thanks for coming out. So really, I know we kind of talked about it last time, but 5,000 subscribers, that just like, legitimately, I know everybody says, I never thought I'd get to anything, but I never thought I'd get 5,000 subscribers. So thanks to each and every one of you that comes out that watches the videos. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you're able to get something out of the channel, just some crazy guy that makes videos that and hangs out. So thanks everybody. If you remember, the giveaway will start tomorrow. Yeah, just shoot me a note on Instagram Infinite, and we'll go from there. Thanks again everybody. Have a great night, and I'll catch you next Saturday. Have a good one. I don't even know how to end this. I don't know how to end this because I'm on the cell phone. Where's the... Okay, there's finish. All right, I think this is it. Have a great night. Finish. Yes.